Hello everyone, and welcome to another week of awesome videos. I'm your co-host Emily for your Mondays shows, and not to mention this channel's very own bookworm. Now, I was actually wondering this week why they call it a bookworm in the first place. So, because I have such an avid curiosity, I actually took the time to try and find out why. According to answerbag.com, it says that a bookworm is a group of insects that largely have in common their love of devouring parts of books and documents. A person is referred to as a bookworm when they have a similar intellectual appetite, devouring books and printed materials. Well, there's one way to look at it. ComicFind.com says that a bookworm was a comic book character first seen in the Batman television series, awesome, from the 1960s. Well, as much as I would like to be a Batman character, this particular one has some issues, such as being a mass murdering lunatic, so I think I'll just stick with the whole devouring books role. So this week, I present to you the 5th book in the Sword of Truth series by Terry Goodkind. If you're not familiar with the series, or just really aren't into books in general, well, you can always watch the television series, Legend of the Seeker, which is based on the first few books of this particular book series. Now, it is not a replacement for the books, mind you, because no television show or movie is, but it gives you a good idea of what the story is kind of about. I won't tell you what this particular book is about, because I hate to give away spoilers. But the series in general is about the life of Richard Cypher, and how he gets mixed up with a beautiful woman, there's always a woman, named Callan Amnell, getting dragged away from his simple life and thrown into the dangers of an evil empire. It's a rather wordy and descriptive book, but the story is freaking amazingly fantastical. Okay, so this week's topic is, what is your biggest life goal? Gosh, that's a tough one. I remember when I was little, though, and I used to make those lists of all the things that I was going to accomplish in my life before, I got too old to do them. Some of them were fairly average things, like riding a pony, or getting straight A's in schools, which would have been awesome. Some of them are a little more, shall we say, original, like building a full-size house made out of nothing but cardboard, or discovering the skeleton of a dragon to prove that they really exist, or to get admitted into Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, get sorted into the house of Ravenclaw, and become best friends with Luna Lovegood. That's not crazy. That's practical. Anyway, I guess if I had to choose my biggest goal right now, it would be to finally finish writing one of my books. Because I've been desperately trying to finish stories that I've started for years, but of course, I'd either get really, really severe word block, or I would get so many other ideas that I'd figure, oh, I don't need to finish this story, I'll work on this other idea, and maybe come back to it later. I've actually gotten back into writing lately, more or less on a daily basis. Well, at least I try, even with all of the homework and whatnot that I have to do. But I figure if you don't have time to do something that you really, really like, you make the time for it, because otherwise you're not going to really enjoy life at all. So that about wraps it up for today. I shall leave you with this bit of wisdom. If Jane Cobb can become the hero of Canton, then surely it can't be that hard to achieve our goals, right?